Ibom State Government has renamed Ministry of Economic Development to Ministry of Budget and Economic Planning to unify components of the budget into one body. Commissioner for Information, Honorable Enyekan Umana, who made this known during a media briefing after the inaugural Executive Council meeting, disclosed that 2 permanent secretaries will be posted to the new ministry to oversee its activities and ensure optimal performance. Well, ADBN's correspondent Mero Yemechi has details.
The first inaugural EXCO meeting, chaired by the state governor, Pastor Umo Eno, kicked off with a clear goal statement to make a strong start. Briefing journalists, the Commissioner for Information, Honorable Enyekan Umana, called the new ministries to develop their plans and set their targets in line with their RISE agenda. This is just as the Commissioner for Budget and Economic Planning, Honorable Linus Nkan, gave further context and insight on the roles of each of the new permanent secretaries who will be joining the ministry.
He called for dedicated service and called on every ministry, particularly the new ministries, to develop their plans and set their targets in line with the tenets of their RISE agenda, and tasked ESCO members, especially in the new ministries, to study all of the components and pillars of their RISE agenda for proper understanding and target setting. So the ministry will have 2 permanent secretaries, the general duties permanent, the general permanent secretary and the permanent secretary budget, to help in aligning budgeting and planning within one warehouse to ensure effective development of the state.
Is to have Minister of Finance controlling the current aspect of the budget and Minister of Economic Development controlling the capital aspect of the budgeting. And since budgeting is the major tools in planning in government, His Excellency has considered the need to mesh the 2 components of the budget planning into one. Now, that is under one ministry he called Minister of Budget and Economic Planning. This is to enable effectiveness in planning all through the year and also supervisions of budget performance. Right?
Meanwhile, the Information Commissioner also disclosed that the governor tasked the Ministry of Sports, headed by Elder Paul Bassi, to ensure the development of sporting activities and the initiation of the construction of a sports academy. Additionally, the governor is said to have tasked the Ministry of Women Affairs and Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs to effectively mobilize the women and ensure their active participation in our government programs.
Thereafter tasked the Ministry of Sports particularly to ensure the development of sporting activities like such as school sports, and of course the commencement of the building of the sports academy, which he did promise the people during electioneering campaign. The governor in council wants to see that happen as quickly as possible. He also tasked the Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs, the Ministry of Women Affairs and others to hit the ground running and ensure accountability and effective mobilization of especially the women folk who are our greatest cheerleaders in this whole process.
The information boss further revealed that the governor is setting out to flag off 35 new projects between February and May 29, 2025. And to ensure the successful execution of these projects, he disclosed plans to appoint delivery advisors with background knowledge of each of the projects. Mary Onyemechi, ADBN News.